Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Wilson and this is Bullet Sponge Brews. Today what we're going to be doing is we are actually going to be racking our Blackberry Cherry Vanilla Mead into secondary, or I guess tertiary, if you want to call it that.
What the hell is that?
This one's already been racked into secondary. We added more fruit into it to give it a little bit more flavor. So we're going to be going ahead and taking that off the fruit cap. It's been a couple weeks and we want to make sure that there's no mold or anything gonna end up growing in there. On top of that,
That's what she said.
our banana raspberry wine that we made. We're not necessarily going to be racking that one. We are going to be taking the fruit cap out, but I'll explain what we're doing once we get a little bit closer into that. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to get started right away. Like I said, we are racking the the Blackberry Cherry Vanilla. We're going to be racking that into a new vessel. And because this is not our first video, we have our new vessel sitting down here lower than what this vessel is. We're going to stick this about halfway down and we're going to go ahead and give this just a couple pumps just to kind of get that flowing. We do want to make sure that our tubing is all the way on the bottom. It's going to help prevent any kind of aeration or oxygenation, or I'm going to just apparently fuck this up right out the gate. Jesus Christ. Or maybe I'm just going to stick it in the leaves and just suck all this garbage up. Please wait while we fix these technical fucking difficulties. I mean, that's fruit cap and that's leaves. Sorry about that, y'all. We're having technical difficulties. What we're going to do is, this is all of the meat that came out of it. There's still some chunks in here. There's a little bit, obviously, leaves that got in here. But this is way too much headspace to have on our mead. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and top this off with water. When this started, we had a 1.100 starting gravity, which would have gotten us to about 13.125%. On top of that, it added an additional 12 points of gravity, which would have brought it up to 1.112. I don't know what our ABV would be. I believe it would be about 14.5%. I'll check my math and we'll put it right here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to top this off with water, get it up here, and then just for the hell of it, we're going to add a little more sugar. See if we can maybe bounce this ABV up just a little bit more. Now, the yeast that we did use in here is Lalvin EC 1118, so it's going to have an ABV cap of 18%. We'll see where this ends up. We'll let it ferment a little bit more, and then once it's done fermenting, we're going to go ahead and then we will add our vanilla bean into secondary. So this is just plain white sugar.
Wish I could jump in there and roll around in all that cascading white powder. Yeah, just get high on all of life's splendor. God, I love cocaine.
Looks like I got a 1/3 cup measuring cup in here. And we're going to go ahead and add that. And I'm not really going to be too specific about this.
Of course you're not.
I'm just going to add a little more than 1/3 of a cup. More than 1/3, less than 1/2. We're going to go ahead and top her off with water.
Hello?
Now, because we did add sugar, obviously fermentation is going to start again. That's okay. Go ahead and give this a little mixy, try to incorporate that sugar into this, and then we'll go ahead and we will take a gravity reading.
Gravity!
That looks, I think, pretty thoroughly mixed. Not feeling any sugar or grittiness on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and call it. Now, we're going to do a gravity reading. This is a really big graduated cylinder.
It's too big. Too big. It's too big.
Just a heads up, I didn't order this, my wife did. So if it's wrong, blame her.
You did it. I didn't. You did it.
1.014. So we add an additional 14 points of gravity, which gives us a final starting gravity so far of 1.126. And I'll go ahead and cap it off. Now, y'all give me just a quick second. We'll go clean and sterilize these, come back, and then we will get started on our raspberry banana wine. So in just a second, I'll be right back.
Ah! That's a war face! Now let me see your war face!
Hey everybody, thanks for your patience. So, we just got finished with the Blackberry cherry vanilla. Now, what we're going to be doing is we are not racking our banana strawberry wine. The reason behind that is this is the last wine, or the last alcohol that we made using the Lalvin EC1118, the yeast. Now, this yeast has a high ABV cap of 18%, but it's known that if you baby it, you can push it beyond that. So I want to see if maybe we can just create a powerhouse of wine. See just how high we can actually get the ABV content on this.
Oh man, am I fucking stoned.
The reason we're not going to be racking it is because this lees has dead yeast in it, but it also has live yeast.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
Could be dormant live yeast down in there. The reason they're dormant, fermentation has stopped. They're not eating anything. Now, with this one actually only had a final gravity, or a final ABV of only 9.7%. So that's half of what this yeast is really capable of. So I really just want to see if I can push this. Now, we've got dormant yeast down in here, and we've got dead yeast down there. The yeast, once they come out of dormancy, they could actually use that dead yeast down there kind of as nutrient. Is it a perfect or for sure thing? No, it's not. But you should be able to consume some of that. So I'm just going to go ahead and scoop out the fruit cap, and then we're going to add sugar, top it off, and we're going to let it go for a little while. And we're going to keep doing that until fermentation, either A, we hit that cap where it just doesn't fucking go anymore, or maybe we decided enough is enough. I don't know. I got a bowl right here. We're going to go ahead and break the seal. Now, because we are scooping this out and not racking it, stuff is going to be left behind. I'm okay with that. My main priority is to keep that lees in there. Once again, top it off with water, add sugar, then top it off with water, and then see where we're sitting specific gravity-wise. So, spoon, neat fruit cap. Looks like I'm going to have to rack it. Give me just a second. I got to go get another vessel.
I'm retarded?
Hey everybody, thanks for your patience. So I got another vessel, had to sanitize my auto siphon. Now, because, like I said, I want this lees in here, I took the cap off. So this is going to allow a lot more of this stuff to flow up inside of it. If we get a few chunks of fruit, oh well. My main concern is I want the wine, but I also want the lees. So we're going to go ahead and, once again, same thing as before, we're going to go ahead and stick that in there. I'm going to stick that just directly into the lees. And Get all that milky, creamy crud out of there. Absolutely disgusting. This is what we got. As you can see, there are some fruit solids in here. I'll go ahead and move that. There are some fruit solids in here. Still got a healthy layer of leaves on the bottom. Hopefully we're going to be able to agitate that, get some more stuff out of suspension, whether it's the dead yeast or any kind of dormant yeast that are in there. Hopefully we will be able to get fermentation going again and see just how high we can push this.
Now, exactly how much pot did you smoke?
I'm gonna go ahead and top this off. We're gonna call that good. Oh, do I want to attempt to grab a sample? Fuck it. And it is lower than I anticipated. This is actually down to a 0.992, which means that this has lost 82 points of gravity. So it's actually a little bit higher than 9.7, but we're gonna go ahead and add sugar into this. And I think we're gonna add probably about 2/3 of a cup. Go ahead and mix this up. That is fucking gross looking. Strawberry banana alcohol cottage cheese, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
There's no dairy in this. Don't worry. It only looks like curdled milk. God, that looks horrendous. Oh, fucking well. All right. Gonna do a gravity reading real quick.
Time to face gravity!
A 1.010. So it looks like we've added an additional 18 points of gravity. Go ahead and pour that back in there. Seal her up. All right, y'all. I know y'all are probably tired of me disappearing and all, but I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna clean this stuff up. I'm gonna do some calculations, and we'll get right back with what our ABVs are gonna be after this. So just wait one, I'll be right back. Hey everybody, thanks for your patience. So, after all of our math, our our Blackberry Cherry Vanilla, we had a starting gravity of 1.100. When we racked it off into secondary, we added more fruit into it. That gave us an additional 12 points of gravity. So that brought our starting gravity to 1.112. Then today we added a little more sugar, gave us an additional 14 points of gravity. So our final starting gravity is 1.126. 1.126 minus 1.000 is going to be 0.126. Multiply that by 131.25. That gives us a final ABV content of 16.5375% or 16.5%. Next, we have our raspberry banana mead. Raspberry banana wine, it's not a mead. Sorry. This one had a starting gravity of 1.074, then added sugar into it. We brought that actually up 18 points of gravity. So the specific gravity, starting gravity is now a 1.092. It fermented all the way down to 0.992. So we'll take 1.092, subtract 0.992, take that number, multiply by 131.25, And this is currently, or will finish at, if it ferments all the way, 13.125%. Or just go ahead and say 13 or 13.1%. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate it so much. The reviews, the likes, the comments, all that, the subscribes, all that stuff does motivate me to try to do better at this stuff, push out better content, and do different kinds of flavors just to keep you guys coming back. You guys do motivate me quite a bit to do this. I can't thank you guys enough. Check on your veterans. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. I don't think y'all realize just how much I fucking hate math. But, teacher, you won't have a calculator with you every day.